Hey, Bill in Virginia, and welcome back. So I'm picking up where I left off last week, and I have this area pretty much done. I still need to get some additional storage containers and do some more sorting to have my tools and supplies more manageable. Ended up moving a lot of my power tools out into the storage shed. I can easily bring stuff back in if I need it, but I've usually got doubles of everything, and I don't think I'm going to really need everything that I put out there. So this area actually turned out pretty good. So workstations are in place. You can see a little bit that I've added a lip to keep the stuff from falling off both here and on the back. Now I didn't rip enough material, so I've got the front piece done on all the shelves, all the way across both workstations, but only the double side on the top four going across both workstations, or essentially the top on each side on those. And I opted to not put anything on this side. I can store stuff farther back, so if I get stuff on this side, I'm getting it too close anyway. So I've got a little bit more that I'll do off and on with these, but this area turned out pretty good. So I've got a nice open area in here, and the way the wheels are on the end scale, that open area will be right in here, so I can actually store totes and other bigger items in this area as I need it. So if I'm doing work and I need to pull a tote down, I don't have to really move it out of the way. I can just put it in here and I'm good to go. This one, I won't do a whole lot on it. I'm just going to use it for storage and place to do some work. Bottom of it, I've got to screw in that shelf. Those are just leftover cuts from the material that was on the top of this. I'll probably add another shelf, maybe even two at a later date, so I can use this one more for storage of like toolbox type things and go from there. But the shelves work out well. Totes work out really well, or those little containers. Got those from, where did I get those from? I think I got them from Home Depot. You can see on that side how I'm going to have my paints. And I'm going to get some other containers where I can have paint brushes. I can segregate some of the paints into different area or different types. I got my little air compressor up there, my air brushes, which most of them haven't seen the light of day yet. I got to start practicing on those, but now I've got some workspace. It's clean, it's more open, getting rid of that old drill press too down by the hanging target trash bag. Opened up more space. I can open the back door a little bit wider, so I'm happy with this. Next thing is I'm going to get the plastic off of the layout because I've got the garage has been all swept. I used the vacuum cleaner today to kind of get into the nooks and crannies, so I don't have to do that one for about a year again. And then we'll see how everything looks and see if the layout can slide over the top of this or if I've made an oops somewhere. And I'll show that here in a little bit. Plastic is off of the layouts. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to lower my backdrop storage apparatus thing, construction, whatever the heck you want to call that thing I built. And then I'm going to take these two backdrops off. They are at an elevation that come up to about here on the door, so they've got to come off. And then I took off already two braces. So this is one that fits in down near the wheel, and that's an open space, and then the other one I took off fits in between those two legs. That is necessary so that the layout can then move and straddle the work centers, this one and then the other one, and then I can get the maximum amount of distance in for storage. You know, I've got some things like the parts caddies that are out, so it's not going to go fully flush with the shelf, but I can get it to where I'm within about that far, which is a good, maybe another 5, almost 6 inches under the cabinets. So that gives me plenty of space to move things around. So I'm going to set up a camera and I'm going to do a time lapse on that one. It won't take too long once I get going, and we'll see how everything looks. So I am ready to give my new storage configuration a test. I am going to pull the backdrop off the end scale layout, and I will bring it over and put it in here for storage and put it back up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little time lapse on that one and just kind of give you a feel real quick on just how fast that actually happens. And then we'll put it in position, the end scale layout, see how that looks. Then I'll break apart the HO scale layout and do the same thing. I'll also do time lapse on that just to kind of show you how easy things are to move around in the garage using portable layouts the way I've got them. So more to come. That part of the process is done. It only took really a few minutes. As you've been following me, it's made out of pink foam board for the backdrops, painted, a little bit of sculpt and mold in a few spots, and they only weigh a couple of pounds a piece. It's like super light. So now I'm going to set it up. I'll probably not even do time lapse on this one. This one should go pretty good. What I am thinking though is if I have a problem, it's going to be right here. That might be a little bit too high to get under the cabinet. That particular spot will be right about in this area here. So I might have to lower my trees a little bit, but you know what? We'll see what happens here. So let the fitting begin. First thing is just to kind of grab it, pull it, bring it out. This is all normal for what I do. Now I will have to bring the layout more towards the camera to get it to fit under, because again it was built with the original bench in mind. But we'll see what we can do here. We'll make sure that I am kind of aligning with the shelves that I've got on the wall, because that represents the confines of the old one. Let's see what happens here. So far so good. Mountains on the right are going to clear. Mountains on the left, I've got about four trees that I will have to fix. But there it is. That opens up a lot of Not space. Too bad. I've got a few trees I've got to redo that are over there. And that's okay. I can cut them down a little bit. Otherwise, the rest of the layout fits well. And in fact, if I want to, I can run it right now. I just don't even need the backdrop on. So that really good fit. So I'm happy with that. That opens up a fair amount of floor space in the garage. Next thing is, I'm going to move a few trains here, and I'm going to break the HO scale apart. I will also lower the staging yard, and I'll show you how I do that real quick here as well. Move it into storage position, and then we'll see how much space we can gain in this garage. Hang on, be back in just a minute. So to take down the staging yard is really pretty simple. First take off a scrap piece of wood that has no purpose, and then this support just lifts, comes out, there we go. It is ready for storage. I even have a spot in the back to put the board here. So that's it, short and sweet. And then I can just kind of move it where I want. And that's it. That opens up more space so that the HO scale layout, when it comes in, should fit right into the corner of it. Nice and neat application. and doesn't take up much floor space. And what is on the floor will be under the HO scale layout here in just a minute. Okay, for this next piece, I've got the HO scale layout disconnected. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pull the first section free. There we go. So it is now able to get pushed. There we go. That one's in place. Now I'm going to change camera positions and do the next section. Next section is ready to move. It did take just a minute to disconnect my power pack, which is just 2 wires going to the Control Master 20. And I've got that portable as well on a little caster cart that I made. So let's just push this one back in place here. Again, simple. So both layouts are now in storage position. You know, it's gonna work. Definitely gonna have to watch my scenery when I get over here. But yeah, takes up a lot less space in this 2-stall garage. Let's see what we ended up with for working area. And hey, I can easily get a vehicle in this garage. I can easily make more tables and do some more railroading and still have room to maneuver. It'll be a bit on the challenging side, and I'm going to make the next section for the ON3 into multiple portable sections on wheels so that I can disassemble and keep it stored so that can actually get a vehicle still in here, I think is what my game plan is going to be. But the garage is still being used as a garage, still have storage space, but I've got layouts and lots of trains. I'm a happy camper. So that's it for this one. Next time, not sure what I'm going to be doing. Got a pile of lumber down here that I think I'm gonna maybe get started on something, but we'll see. So until next time, keep having fun on your layouts.